Hey guys, happy Friday. I know it's been a crazy week. This week was spring break for us in the piano studio, and so it really didn't affect piano very much this week. But I wanted to talk to you families about going forward. Obviously, it looks like next week we are not going to be able to have piano lessons live. I want to do my part. I know that there would be fewer than 10 people in my house, but I also know that I have 34 students, and every time a student comes in and is exposed to me or I'm exposed to them, we're just sharing stuff. And though I am trying to keep things as clean as possible, and you are too, it's just not safe to have lessons in person yet. I don't feel comfortable doing that yet, and so I'm going to hope that we can do virtual lessons via FaceTime or Skype. So here's what I'm asking you guys. I completely understand if that does not work for you. You don't want to invest in that. My family's going to be okay, so you don't need to feel sorry for me necessarily. If you can't continue piano lessons in this way until after all of this social distancing is over. However, I would love to do piano lessons via FaceTime or Skype. I can do Zoom if I need to. I have that possibility if that's something that is better for you guys. But I've done a couple of FaceTime lessons this week just with some families who needed, who just wanted to have something to do. And it works really, really well. I would love to do that. I'm going to be honest with you, it takes a little bit of extra effort on parents' part. And I know some of the great things, because I'm a parent, I know one of the great things about when my child has a lesson is that I can drop her off and then I can take care of some work myself. So I understand if it's just too hectic for a parent to be involved with the lesson. I do believe, just from having done a couple this week, that you are going to need to be available at least in the beginning. And just like with anything else, it's going to be a process of getting myself and the student trained to be able to make some headway virtually. However, I have also seen that if you can be involved as a parent and if you can help maintain that your kid can pay attention and can hang with me for a while, we can get some really cool things done in piano. I've had a couple of lessons this week, and I've had a couple of kids texting me things, sending me things, and I have been elated to see that the students that I've been keeping up with this week, they've made more progress this week than they have made in weeks before put together. And part of that's just because we've all got time. Now is the perfect time to make some progress, and not just make progress in piano, but to use piano as a something to kind of keep their mind working and keep them in some kind of semblance of a schedule. I'm not kidding. I really have seen vast improvements in the students that I've been in touch with this week, just this week. And keep in mind that this was a week where we weren't prepared to do anything for piano anyway. But every single kid that I have been in touch with, their parents have been right there helping out in terms of making sure that they practiced and such. But every single kid has made more progress than I've seen them make all year. So I'm just saying that this is a good time to maintain piano if possible. If that's not financially good for you right now, or if you just don't think that you can make it work, guys, I'm not going to be upset. I just need you to let me know that. If you are interested in doing FaceTime or Skype or Zoom, if we need to, piano lessons, then I need you to reach out to me and let me know that. I would like to keep the lessons at the same time for next week, just so that I can kind of figure out the schedule. It is possible, if we have to do this going forward for several weeks, that I could move lessons to the daytime since the kids are going to be home. I need to do it next week though, probably in the same schedule as whatever your child had. If your child had lessons at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, then I'd like to see them virtually 7 o'clock on Tuesday if you guys are in for that. You can pay me via PayPal. You can leave a check on my porch. You can we can talk about that. That's the least of my worries right now. I know that this is a financially difficult situation for everybody, and so we'll work it out. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll work it out. Granted, this is my business, and so I would love to get paid, but I want to make sure that it's fair for everybody. And if you feel like you're putting in more work than it's worth, then talk to me. But I mean for this to be something that can help the kids become independent as we move forward. It's just that starting it may not be specifically independent for the first week or so. But it could be really fun because I'm seeing that my parents that are involved, I think that's probably why the kids are making more progress, because the parents are right there and they know what's going on. And I'm excited about the possibilities. I would much rather be with your kids, of course, but I'm excited about the possibilities that virtual piano lessons can provide. So I would love for you to text me. Everybody's got my number. Text me to let me know if you're in for piano lessons next week virtually. Let me know if you want to do FaceTime or Skype or Zoom. I have an iPhone, so FaceTime is the easiest for me, but I also have Skype, and I have been working through Zoom on some other things for church, and so I can do that as well. Just let me know, though. If I don't hear from you, I may have to text you just to see, if you guys heard this or whatever, but I'd really love to meet with your kids virtually if that's possible. Some other things that's going to entail, I don't have everybody's book. I have most of the books, but I don't have everybody's book. So I might need for you to send me some screenshots of what the kids are playing until I can get a hold of all the different books. Let me see, a couple other things. Couple of things that I wanted you to know about. Oh, I hit my piano. There are 2 apps that are out there that are great for the kids that you guys probably have heard me talking about. I'm looking for them on my phone. One of them, actually there are 3 apps. One of them is called, hang on just a second, Tenera. It's this one right here, okay? And a lot of my older students that have smartphones have Tenera and are using it, and I'm seeing some huge progress with them. It's an app that I can message them back and forth and record. We can record each other, and they can hear me playing. I can hear them playing, and they can send it to me. I love that app, and if your child has a smartphone and you want them to become more independent with this, then I would suggest that we get that app going for them. That does require that I have their phone number and or your email address, that kind of thing. So if that's something that you want to try, it's called Tenera, Tonara. Let me know. Another one that I would like the kids to start looking at is NoteQuest. Another one is called Simply Piano. If you have younger kids, NoteQuest and Simply Piano could work on your smartphone or on their tablet. I have them on my iPad. We play those things here at the studio. Piano Maestro is another one that you might look at. The other thing that I want to let you know about is there is an app. If you have a kid who has one of these piano adventure books, maybe it looks like this, maybe it looks like, maybe it looks like this, okay? These books have an app that go with them, and if you will look for Piano Adventures Player app, that will be very helpful. It has all of the songs. It might cost $4 or something like that. If you don't want to do that, I totally get it, but it has all the songs in the books, and that way they can hear what they are playing and know if they're playing it right. They can hear the rhythms, that kind of thing. I think that's a super helpful one as well. Trying to think, one more thing. Nope, that's it. I covered it all. So let me know if you guys are interested in virtual lessons, and if so, we're gonna start next week. And I'm looking forward to seeing your kids. Looking forward to the time when I can hug your kids again. Until then, I'm looking forward to seeing their faces. If this lingers and we have to stay away from each other for a longer period of time than any of us want, one of the things that I will set up is a virtual recital for the end of the season. So I'll give you more details about that, but I could foresee us doing something like that on Zoom. Not the long recital that we have had before, but 5 or 6 students at a time, 5 or 6 families at a time. I think that could be super cool. So I've got some great ideas. I've got some fun things happening. I'm I am talking with some other piano teachers who are moving to virtual lessons. This was something that I was hoping to be able to offer in the future. This has just kind of made me speed that opportunity up. I will tell you that I have had 6 extra students this week who have either taken with me before and couldn't fit it in their schedules now, or have never taken with me before but have decided they want to learn to play piano. That's 6 extra students that I've had come to me this week that I think I'm going to be able to fit into the schedule, simply because if we're doing them virtually, that's easier to scheduling wise. So let me know what you guys want to do. I know this is a long video, but I just want to get on here and make sure that you knew that I'm thinking about piano lessons, and I want to keep going with them if you can, but if you can't, you just need to be honest with me and let me know. So thanks, guys. I love you, and I hope you're staying safe and not frustrated with each other too much. As you know, we're homeschoolers, so we're kind of used to this situation. My youngest son is home from college. He goes to college in Utah, and he had to come home. My oldest son is a musician in Nashville and a manager at a restaurant, and he has obviously lost both of his jobs, and we're probably going to see him home sometime soon. So life is crazy for everybody, but I'm convinced that music can make it better, and I hope that we can play some music with your kids. All right, talk to you soon. Bye, guys.